This is December 20th, 2024. The current time is 5:51 in the PM Eastern Standard Time. This looks different than what I did earlier as far as the volume weighted average price, the anchor one. It changed dramatically over the course of the day from what it actually was. But the alerts I had that went off today for gold was at 8:44 in the AM. I was expecting this actually tagged my alert, but it never did actually make it go through. So there was a sell-off directly after that, but it never held, of course. Usually my frame of thought, or my thesis is anyway, again, nothing's ever 100%. But the way it goes is at 8:44 my alert went off. Alright, here it did actually tag it. And to me, that's an area of interest, of high importance. Anyway, it doesn't mean that that's necessarily the top or the bottom or whatever. It just means it's like time to watch this stuff because it might do something substantial here. It might reject heavily, it may not. But in here, whenever it did break above it with volume, it didn't actually start breaking down at all. It did show signs of reversal here, and of course it did pull back. Did it pull back to the ATR trailing stop perfectly? No. Did it pull back to the 100% level I had mapped off from last night? No. But it's damn close. And then my other alert, once I seen it broke above and then it was trying to create some support here, then I was like, okay, like even last night when I looked at it, I mean, it didn't have like, but $37 total, I think, that it could have moved, or at least that's what I mapped off anyway, from top to bottom, or bottom to top. And that's not substantial, so I was like, hell, tomorrow can be like a massive move on the day. And the other alert I had went off today was at 10:35, which is right here. As soon as it tagged this 161.8% level, which I did my math again whenever it did go above this, and then it showed up as being potential, to me anyway, at 2653. I think that's what it came up as. And at that time, so I think I've had another epiphany. Whenever you've had a statistical level that algorithms will see, or whenever you have that mathematical statistical level rather, then you can redo the math at that time, possibly. And that may give you your high for the day. And that also correlated with the 161.8% level. It's just some algorithms was using the 161.8% level and it rejected, but not with substantial heavy volume. So, of course, it never broke below the ATR trailing stop, so it's going to keep on pumping. Again, the math I came up with around this peak here was 2653, and the high of the day was 2653.80. But towards the end of the day, that was that was worth a short right there. So that's really good to know. And of course, I didn't take a trade on it. I could make up a dozen excuses. It's just if I can actually watch it all day and have no other distractions, I wouldn't mind sit through a position like that, because it I don't know if I actually trusted stop losses, which I've been burned by those in the past. I've lost some money doing that before, so I'm not overly zealous of stop losses and their ability to actually trigger and actually hold up. But regardless of all that, 2653 was planned out by many algorithms to be potential for profit taking level. What sucks is knowing when it's done, when you've actually like done it all. What you can do is you can make 2653 as your stop. If it ever happens to tag above that, then you stop out. But then you're also missing out on absolute guaranteed gains throughout the day. So I think I've I've had another little epiphany. It's just whenever, if this happens, do this same thing in the future, which I'm sure it will eventually. And I'm sure next time it might or might not do it exactly the same exact way, because FOMC, then the whole stock market's dumping, and today's rallying up again for whatever reason, and so it's will be similar, but not identical. But I do imagine that it will happen again eventually, just like this. And I've seen it before where I just used my math from the night prior, then 161.8% level, and that makes exact perfect resistance. I've seen that on many occasions. So anyway, that's gold, and I don't care to go over anything else because I'm very anal about like watching one thing and getting more of a flow, I guess, into watching just one. So gold has been kind of fair, and I've seen somebody talk about like this morning. I think it came up like one of those automatically generated stories and whatever. I don't know why I even read it for or glanced at it, but it said that some people are expecting crude to drop to $50 a barrel. That's not outside the realm of possibilities. Right now it is. Yeah, it's as of right now. I wouldn't call for that, but again, like oil is a little bit different than most of any other futures contract that there is. All right, that's still a long ass video. Hope you're happy, healthy, well, goodbye.